Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Marcus, and here we are again. You know, you've heard people say that God look at the world and see all the stuff that's going on, and it brings pain and sorrow to his heart. I want you to know that that's the expression of man in relationship to God, but that does not say that's God, okay? And I'll tell you that, for I have used that expression many times myself. But I'm learning that that was my feeling, not necessarily God's. I think about that because I recognize that God prepares for his people. He prepared that they would not have to suffer anything. And if they find themselves suffering something, he sends someone to make them aware, to inform them of what is the problem, the solution, and engage them to choose to act or not act. And so God made humans like this, knowing that they could take an action, any action that they want, which might not be the action that would give the life that they say they want, and he would be satisfied with it. Not because he's a evil, vengeful God. It's just that it's your power. I think about the parents who got children, how you raise your children. You try to guide them exactly like you want them. But everybody who have children can tell you that the same story, except people who want to put a silver spoon in that kid's mouth, and they'll do everything they possibly can to ruin that child, and they'll come into the world being their biggest devils. Because in putting a silver spoon in a kid's mouth, you allow that kid to know that there are so many people that don't have that silver spoon, and not having that silver spoon and having it, recognizing the benefits of it, then you feel that you are bigger and better than anybody that does not have it. So here we are today. You reflect back on the metaphor, if many of you don't believe the story yourself, the metaphor that says Moses led the children out into the wilderness. And then they were out there for so many years, 40 years. They even might have said Joshua took them a little bit further, that the people weren't getting it. And the reason, if you want to know the truth, that the people weren't getting it then is the same reason that they're not getting it now. They don't know God. When Moses led them wherever Moses led them, they were expecting Moses to provide everything they needed. What did that guy say? Moses led us out here, we can't even eat. We ain't getting nothing to eat. We want to go back. Go back under bondage. Bondage is better than out here. Okay. Moses led us out here, we can't eat. Why couldn't they eat? The same way what's happening now in America. You got people running saying Republicans are the best thing that's out here. Go red. I am the answer, they say. And you know, mostly everybody, not everybody, but mostly everybody that's Republican, mostly everybody that's conservative are saying go red. It doesn't matter all of the evidence of all of the lowdown, the dirt, the lying, the cheating that's been going on under that red banner, under that conservative banner, by lawyers, by doctors, by scientists. I mean, in and everybody. Go red. Go red. Now, do they have the solution? They never have. And we're still in the situation we're in. But what happened? God sent a person somewhere. I know who he sent in Minnesota, but there are other places, I'm sure, as well, that message was sent to the people. And you know what they did? Give us red or blue. Now, blue, from my experience, is extremely bad as well as red. But it seems to have a little bit more compassion than red. Blue seems to have, maybe that's because I've been a part of the blue. I'm sure the people who've been a part of the red feel the same way. But at the end of the day, the people suffer. Doesn't matter whether you believe in God or not. You suffer. Suffering might make you stop believing in God. Suffering might make you believe in God more. For those of you who know the truth is the thing that sets you free. And so this whole thing about this election today, it doesn't really matter to God who wins, Republican or Democrat, because either way, the human race, America, is a loser. The human race, America, is a loser. Why? Because you got people all over this nation, got diseases and sicknesses that they can't even afford to pay health care for. They can't be treated. And for finding the treatment that will cure them, that's not even in consideration. Ain't no money in that. Now, I'm not going to go there because you know where I'm going. But I just want to know that I have shared this information with you. We have heard it said that God's heart pains when you do the things that you do that denies the life and peace and prosperity that you're on your knees praying for. But then God sends you the solution. You reject it. God going back in the house and have a cup of coffee. Let you deal with it. Maybe next time you learn more. After going into war, killing up people, starving people, maybe you might learn something. Dying, yours dying, maybe you might learn something. If not, you can rest assured God is going to come back and send you something else. He's going to try to help you again, give you the same opportunity that you've always been given. And there might come a time that you will wake up. Yeah, back in, what was that guy's name? Joshua. Why didn't they create, somebody say, send you to the promised land? Joshua. What's that scripture that talking about sending these people to the promised land? What's the promised land? The promised land is where they can have this peace, this prosperity, and this happiness in life. Making folks think it's a place you go to. You don't go. You build. You create. And that's why it never happened in those biblical days, because they were looking for Moses to do it, as the Republicans are looking for Donald Trump to do it, as the Democrats are looking for whomever's in the party to do it. And it will never be done because God is left out. It will never be done because God is left out. And wherever God ain't, life ain't. This is so funny. This is so funny. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you laughed with me or laughed at me. It's all on you. Bye-bye.